Tonight I'm going to show you some of the indicators I use for my own trading. I have a number of them. All the indicators that I have for sale on my website are indicators that I have written for my own trading, not just to sell, but I use them each and every one in my own trading every day as I'm working the markets. And I'm going to show you a few of them here tonight. I'm going to start with one of the simplest ones. Oh, let me interject here. If you hear any binging and bonging sounds, that's my indicator that tells me when a trade is happening in the market. So just ignore those sounds. I'll show you that one in another video. I'm not going to show you that one tonight. But tonight I am going to show you my bing tick. Oh, sorry, that's what I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you my Pennants indicator first. And there's a bing right there. So I have each of these indicators already set up on the chart and just status off. So I'm going to status them on one at a time. And the first one we'll look at is the Pennants indicator. So we status that on. And there we have Pennants on the chart. Now these show areas of congestion, and usually after an area of congestion the market will move kind of erratically. You can see this congestion area right here and the large move that happens right after that. And again, we've got two areas of congestion right here in the center of the chart and a move that follows that of some size. And it does take it a while to get through the entire congestion period, but I'll show you what I do. I get the horizontal line tool and I draw on these red areas. The red line on the top and the bottom shows where the pennants top and bottom are, and on those horizontal little flag lines I can draw the horizontal large lines with the horizontal tool, and there we have what I call attractors. They are not just support and resistance, but they are more areas where the market has gone frequently, not just the highest high or the lowest low, but I call it the preponderance of the evidence. So there'll be lots of movement. For instance, down here we'll see several times where price hits those horizontal lines. And I watch this and watch for breakouts from the pennant. So you'll see when it breaks out there, you get short, and you stay short until it breaks out on a closing basis. Now this didn't close above there. But on a closing basis, you wait for it to break out above if it's going short, and below obviously if you're going long. So I'm going to take these indicators and drawing items off the chart, and I'll status that Pennants indicator off. If you want to know more about any of these, you can contact me at sunnyharris@moneymentor.com, or you can go look at these things on my website. So now I'm going to status on another one, status format analysis techniques. This is my PHW indicator. We'll status that on, and this shows yellow dots at ideal turning points in the market. And you'll see that there are some words written out at the end of the indicator, and you have to kind of move them apart to see them. But they show me the ideal, and every time there's a tick in the market, they'll move back in together there. Shows the ideal number of dollars you can get. The PHW, actually this is not dollars, it's points, but the actual buy and hold, there's buy and hold right there. You could make $1,000 if you started buying at the beginning of this contract. You could make 13,000 in ideal points in that, and PHW is 40% of the ideal, so we're looking at about $5,000 trading this chart if you were able to get all the ideal turning points. So it does happen after the fact. Obviously it's not going to know that's the absolute low until after it's over. A bar or two later that'll come into play and you'll see that dot, which is no problem if you have a nice decent trend that runs for a while. If you have a real quick trade that pivots and then goes back on itself instantly, it's kind of difficult. Those are more research tools. I use them definitely as research tools. And in fact, I put these PHW dots in a radar screen, and then I use that to tell me, sort it from high to low, and use it to tell me where the most tradable stocks are. I'll show you that radar screen in the next video that we do. Not tonight though. Now I'm going to take this off the chart. That's my PHW dots. And we will go to the Format, Analysis Techniques. And I'm going to show you the next one I'm going to show you is Current Price. And that one is just a little red dot right out here at the end of the last price on the chart. 1552.60 is what this one shows. I'm going to change this chart just real quickly to a 1 minute chart so you can see what I actually do with this dot. On a 1 minute chart, when I've got a lot of indicators on here, this dot is important for me to see exactly where, see there, the dot just moved. It's important to see exactly where this dot is so I can tell where price is when I'm trading really fast and have more than one indicator on the chart. It's really important to be able to see that price. So now I can take that one off. That's called Current Price. And now I'm going to format the analysis technique again and show you my dynamic moving average. This is something that took me many years of research to figure out, but the gold line on top tells me I should be long, the purple line on top tells me I should be short. So right here it says purple's on top, and indeed at this right hand edge of the chart, purple is on top, letting me know I want to be short. The difference between this moving average and all the other moving averages that are available is that it stays out of the way as itself. It calculates the length of each moving average, the short moving average and the faster moving average, calculates those lengths internal to the mathematics. So you'll see when we've got areas that are kind of whipsawy right in through here and right down here, this thing doesn't cross over. Whereas most moving averages, let me put an indicator on here. Let's get a net moving average real quick. Is it under average or moving? I never know. Let's see. Average, no, that's true range. So moving average would be under M. Moving averages, here we come. I'm going to get 2 lines there. And just picking the standard numbers, you can see here this thing crosses over again, crosses over again, crosses over, and here at the top crosses 3 different times. Whereas my moving average moves out of the way, and this whole sideways whipsaw period just stays in that one position until a serious move actually happens. So the dynamic moving average was for many years the key to all my trading. And then about 10 years ago I developed something I call sunny bands, which I'm going to show you next. And they are based on this dynamic moving average, which is going to stay there on the chart. I'm going to go Format, Analysis Techniques again, and Status on the sunny bands. And you'll see that the dynamic moving average stays there. And 2 bands are created on either side of that, giving me the band, the sunny band. The first band, the inner one, is cyan, dark cyan, and it is 1.2 average true ranges away from the appropriate dynamic moving average. It varies whether it's the top or the bottom one. And the green, dark green band on the outside is 2.0 average true ranges away from the appropriate dynamic moving average. So this is what I use for my trading, and I'll tell you exactly how I do that next time. Right now we're 5 seconds away from close. This is Sunny Harris, 760-908-3070, moneymentor.com. Thank you.